Hey y'all, Melissa here at Twin Oaks Family Farm. Don't know if you're seeing Tanner in the screen or not, but Tanner the Dachshund, he's hanging out here with me. I call him our Doxy with Moxie. He's our middle son's little dog, and our other little dog guy, Gus, he's a teddy bear. He's running around here somewhere too, but it is Wednesday, October 23rd, 2024, so it's time for a Watch It Later Wednesday, and this is episode 16 of our Watch It Later Wednesdays, and this is a series I really like, but giving it some thought and actually going to just run this series through the last Wednesday in November of 2024. So that should make us a total of 21 Watch It Later Wednesday videos that will have been in this series at that point. So the Watch It Later Wednesday is me working through the Watch Later list on my YouTube app. I at one point really fell into a habit of seeing a video I didn't have time to watch right then, piqued my interest, wanted to watch it, click that Watch Later feature, and it goes on that list, and it's like, you know, it's magically just stored there, and I don't have to remember about it. But that's the kicker. I end up forgetting about the whole list altogether. And so at one point, you know, I saw that it had hit triple digits, and then it actually went from 100 to 200. So I've been wanting to go back through that and either get them watched or clear them off. So I decided to do this series as I was working through the Watch Later list to share with y'all some of the videos that had caught my attention, taken my interest, and then my impression of them after I watched them, and help you link to those channels if it's something that sounds interesting to you. Now today, I actually pulled 3 videos off my Watch Later list from my favorite channels. So I've mentioned these channels before. I know that some of our viewers are also already following and watching some of these channels. So some of you may already be familiar with them, but if you're not, they're fun channels to check out, and they're just great people hosting the channels. And it's something that I guess when I watch a YouTube video, I don't know if other people kind of look at that or kind of like think of that, but I think, like, you know, this host, like, what impression do I get of what the host is telling us? Does it come across as genuine? And that is appealing to me when it does come across as genuine. So anyway, and when it comes across as like real life, so which obviously that kind of makes sense because our videos here tend to kind of follow that format, like it's, you know, just genuinely our real life. So when I see that in other videos, I think that's why I'm naturally gravitating toward that. But we'll get down to business. And then at the end of the video, after I give you the video recommendations for today, I do want to go over to the Meat Bird Barn. This is a big day. It's scheduled to be a chick move-in day, and there's always like a little bit of anxiety, a lot of anticipation around a chick move-in day for us, because when we talk about a chick move-in day, we're talking about generally Cornish cross meat chickens that are part of our small independent run, family run commercial poultry farm operation. So we are scheduled for a hatch day today, actually, for meat birds and for a breed that is egg production that will be replacement hens for the hens that we currently have in egg production. So okay, so let's get to the videos. And I went back to pen and paper because this really helps my memory. So as we're recording this, though, there's recording. I always show my age with that word. I don't know if that's the right. Well, I used to say filming. Is filming? Well, that's out of date. Filming's definitely out of date. Is recording a current word? Is that? I don't know. What do you call it now? So anyway, well, I do better with pen and paper, trying to remember things when we are actually recording. But as we're recording, I'm also being mindful of if there's anything coming through on the phone device that I'm using, because we are waiting for that call that the chicks are here. So hopefully we get this video done before that. So we're going to tell you about videos on 3 of my favorite channels. The channels themselves are Farmer Always, Mother Clucker's Chicken Farm, and Cluckin' Around. So on Farmer Always, how in the world, as in how in the world did this happen? Baby calf stuck in a water trough. So that pretty much tells you what the video is about. The title is How in the World question mark, question mark, question mark, baby calf stuck in water trough. So this video itself was uploaded a couple months ago, has about 430 plus views on it now. The Farmer Always channel itself is a rising channel. It's growing, and they do a phenomenal job with their videos. 2,400 approximately subscribers. I think that video itself is about 7 minutes long, but you get to see the dilemma that the ranchers come upon with the calf actually stranded, struggling in the water trough, and you get to see the rescue and the resolution, and you get to see what they do to prevent it from happening again. Love watching this channel, Farmer Always. It's like the next best thing to being on their Canadian cattle ranch with them. Awesome. So check it out if you haven't. I know some of our viewers already do follow Farmer Always, and hello to Tanya and family up there in Canada. So, okay, so that's one I want to tell you about. And then on Mother Clucker's Chicken Farm, another growing channel, and this one I'm seeing it, you know, kind of steadily rise. I think they're getting close to 1,000 subscribers. I think last I saw they had 900 subscribers. The video I'm recommending is Rhode Island Reds versus Isa Browns. Very pertinent for us currently because we actually have in our egg production flocks that we currently do egg sales from, about half of those hens are Isa Browns. They're the oldest hens in that group, so they would be the first ones being replaced by the replacement hens, by young pullets that we get as they mature. So about half of our laying flock is Isa Browns. They've been in egg production for us for a couple years. We probably should have already had the hens about 5 months ago that would be their replacement hens and have them to laying age, but we're just now getting the replacement hens really for them. So we are getting Rhode Island Reds. So we'll have outgoing Isa Browns and we're having incoming Rhode Island Reds. And then the rest of the flock is primarily, that we're currently using here for egg production, the rest of the flock is primarily production Reds, which are a hybrid that include Rhode Island Reds. So this video, Rhode Island Reds versus Isa Browns on Mother Clucker's Chicken Farm, it was also uploaded a couple months ago, like the one that I listed initially. This video about the Isa Browns and the Rhode Island Reds was really pertinent for us because we've had Rhode Island Reds and for laying hens, and now we have the Isa Browns, so we have experience with both, and we decided that we want to get Rhode Island Reds this time. So the Isa Browns are super egg layers. If you go to Mother Clucker's Chicken Farm and watch this video, you get a great comparison on Rhode Island Reds and Isa Browns, and the information that's shared in that video is very consistent with our experiences with both of those types of chickens. The Rhode Island Reds are a purebred strain. The Isa Browns are actually a hybrid. So you can learn quite a bit about both of those types of chickens in this video on Mother Clucker's Chicken Farm channel. The video itself has about 1,800 views, is about 5 minutes long, and I did already mention Mother Clucker's Chicken Farm is nearing 1,000 subscribers. I think 900. I think 899 was the last number I saw, but I rounded it up to 900 because we're willing it. We're willing the growth on the channel, okay? So go check it out. So they are in Florida, USA. Hello to Debbie and family down there at Mother Clucker's Chicken Farm, and they've been in our prayers recently. They were impacted by Hurricane Milton, so they are recovering from that. But very, very good channel, very, very informative about egg production chickens. So especially if you have backyard chickens, go check it out. Okay, so next video, and I love this channel too. This is, I'm going to tell you the channel, Clucking Around, down in Texas, USA. This is a growing channel as well. Been seeing this channel grow, also about 900 subscribers now. Cool, isn't that cool? Now this video that I'm recommending on Clucking Around is been up about a year. It's 2 minutes long, and it's kind of a progression, and the progression is described by the host, and so it's the start to finish of our coop build. So it's a progression of this build of their chicken coop for their flock, and the flock is so cute. There's such a variety of chickens, and they're all so well taken care of. And it's just a fun channel to watch, to see somebody really enjoying their backyard chickens and have a wide variety in their flock. So this start to finish of our coop build has about 3,200 views on it, and it's just really a neat little chicken coop that could be great inspiration if you're seeking ideas for some upgrades to your chicken coop, or a whole new design for your chicken coop. And the hosts built it themselves from their own designing in their head, and so it's just really cool. I love it. So I would ask you to go check it out if you are interested in chickens, and so I think you'll really love it. So they are, as I mentioned, I think I mentioned, down in Texas, USA, and oh, my mind is drawn a blank. They've had some storm impact. I was trying to think of the storm name, and I'm so sorry, I can't think of it, but they also had some storm impact earlier in the year, and I think they had a lot of flooding as well. So I'm really drawing a blank on what the name of that storm was. But to Cindy and her household down there in Texas, USA at Clucking Around, really enjoy your channel, and y'all watching here with us, I hope you'll go check it out. So that's the channels I want to recommend today, and the videos. I will put links in the comment and in the descriptions. And so let me just say them to you again. How in the World, Baby Calf Stuck in Water Trough, that's on Farmer Always. Rhode Island Reds versus Isa Browns, that's on Mother Clucker's Chicken Farm. And start to finish of our coop build, that is on Clucking Around. Okay, so let's walk out to the meat bird barn so that I can show you. We have it all set up and ready to go. So do y'all know we have raised, like started and worked on growing and finishing 1,525 Cornish Rock cross meat chickens this calendar year. So all those chickens, we would have got them as hatchlings from a hatchery in Southwest Ohio. They had come here through the mail, and the United States Mail Service, Postal Service, and we've had 1,525 come through our little place, Twin Oaks Farm, for the year. And we have a group of 125 coming in yet. As I mentioned, we're also getting pullets with this group. So the meat chicks we get in straight run, so we get a flock that includes males and females. We take them as hatched. And with pullets, we request, because pullets are female chicks, female baby chicks. So with them, we request the female because we are wanting to put them into an egg production operation. Gus saw the barn open, and he has to come check on the chickens. He's probably gonna roll in the bedding material, so we'll see what he does. And I'm surprised Tanner's not down here, because Tanner likes to come check on his chickens too. But these are actually 4 Cornish Rock cross meat chickens that are now hitting growth spurts. They're about probably 50 days old. Almost never would you ever see meat chickens here at our place over 42 days old. These particular individuals were in a flock that finished with 408 Cornish Rock cross meat chickens that went to a USDA inspected processor at 41 days old. These 4 were raised with them, hatched the same time, and came in the same time and raised with them. But during production, they were slow growers, and they were really smaller than what we want to take to the processor for poultry production when their flock went. So with being less than a handful of them, we decided just to keep them here. We'll let them finish growing at their own pace, and then we actually can butcher them for household consumption whenever they've finished to the point where there's adequate feed to meat conversion. But very unusual with meat chickens that it takes longer than 6 weeks for them to finish. Just so happened in this case, these were just slow growers, so we did not take them to the processor. But what we have going on in the building is we're ready for the chicks to move in. So this is a very important part of raising chickens, of getting hatchling chickens. You want to prepare ahead of time. So here's a sneak peek of the brooder space. The closer one will be for the Rhode Island Reds, and the furthest one for the Cornish Rock Cross. So check back in with us and we'll show you those chicks when they get here and how we raise them.